Hello guys, it's Flipping Markets here and welcome everyone to this video. Actually, this will be an unusual video because I will do a pre-market analysis for the upcoming possibilities on the next week. So yeah, this is new to me and please let me know if you liked it or you didn't like it or if you want more of these or not. So yeah, let's just begin. Actually, we are on the daily chart, as you can see. Let's map our structure right here. As you can see, Euro USD was creating a series of higher highs and higher lows straight up to this point. And after the mitigation of this supply zone, I will just zoom out and show you the supply zone. So as you can see, this was the supply zone. Price just mitigated this zone. And after that, it changed character to the downside, did a pullback, reacted on this supply zone and started the whole bearish order flow. So yeah, let me just show you the whole bearish order flow to the downside. So actually we are in an extremely bearish trend. Knowing the fact that we are in a bearish trend, we have to look for possible turning points. So as you can see, we have this demand area right here that had inefficiency on the daily and liquidity above. Price just mitigated this zone and this will be our first turning point. And we have this another demand zone right here that created inefficiency and has liquidity above. So these are our two possible turning points on the daily chart. Switch to the 4-hour. As you can see, this is the daily zone and we are in a daily zone again, which is this whole zone. We'll have to see that, how price will react on that zone. But yeah, let's see the 4-hour. So as you can see, this is the bearish order flow. And we have a specific pattern right here, which is, I told about this many times, which is impulse movement to the downside, supply mitigation, impulse movement to the downside, breaking to demand zone, supply mitigation, breaking through demand zone, pullback, breaking through demand zone. And all of these moves are happening with impulse movement to the downside, right? So this proves once more that we are in an extremely bearish trend. Okay, let's map the 4-hour zones out. So as you can see, this was the less demand zone that we just broke through. And this was the less supply zone that caused the break of this demand. After the break of this demand, price tapped into this demand zone again and did a pullback and tapped this supply zone that caused the break of that demand zone. And after a tap of this supply zone, created inefficient move to the downside and broke structure a bit weak on the 4-hour, but on the 50-minute, it's a full body break. So yes, sorry, bear with me. Actually, why can't I remove this? Yeah, sorry. Okay, we mapped out our 4-hour zones. Actually, we have this zone right here again, because it broke through demand zone, this demand zone, and created inefficiency, and it has liquidity below that zone, right? Okay, let's switch to the 15-minute. On the 15-minute, this was our first demand mitigation and collected the 50% of the orders from this zone. After the tap, price reversed and started a small movement, small bullish order flow to mitigate the supply zone. So as you can see, this was a really slow bullish order flow straight up to the supply zone, building up liquidity on the upside. So we have this liquidity trend line right here. After the mitigation of this supply zone, price changed character and momentum shifted and the power came into the market with this movement. So let's mark that 4-hour demand zone, supply zone actually. So as you can see, this week gave momentum to the market. So this week gave momentum to the market and created this inefficient move to the downside. And this is the start of the whole bearish order flow again. Okay, let's map the highs and lows out. So as you can see, we had this high, we had this low, we had this higher low, we had this lower low, we had this, lower high, sorry, we had this lower high, we had this lower low. And after the last lower high, price tapped into a demand zone and broke through it slightly broke through it, I wouldn't call it as a break. I would call it as a liquidity sweep, because as you can see, let me just go back on the 4-hour, you'll see it more clearly. This is the start of the demand zone, and we have these equal lows right here. So shitloads of liquidity sitting in this zone, and that wick movement, that wick break right here. So right here, it was just a liquidity collapse, right? We can all agree in that. Okay, let me just remove these. So this was a strong high because it created a new low and did a break of structure on the 4-hour. So this is a really, really strong high. After the liquidity collapse and the tap of this zone again, price reversed and changed character and broke that strong high. So what can we expect here? We can expect the price to react on this demand zone or react on this demand zone. We have these two demand zones right here. But if I switch to the 5-minute and refine those zones from the 50-minute to the 5-minute, you'll see that price actually broke through this zone. So this is the only valid zone that we have currently. And as you can see, how much we refine this zone. This is the power of refinement. Okay, let's switch back to the 50-minute chart and talk about possibilities. So as you can see, this was a really strong high because it broke the 4-hour low and created inefficiency and grabbed liquidity and tapped into a higher time frame zone. So this is a really strong high. And knowing the fact that price just broke through that high, we can expect the price to react on this zone, and do a change of character and head up to 4-hour supply zone. So I will be looking for long opportunities on Monday or Tuesday, because I'm expecting the tap of this 5-minute zone and wait for a change of character on the 1-minute. And after that, I will look for a long entry straight up to this zone or this zone, because we have this decisional 50-minute zone right here that change character on the 5-minute or 50-minute, right? But this will be my overall target. This is a really strong 4-hour zone too. Okay, let's switch to the 1-minute again. And no, actually switch to the 1-minute. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the possibilities on the 1-minute. So as you can see, price just broke to this demand zone, but we have this Asian range right here, and this Asian range built up shitloads of liquidity. Look at all of this liquidity. We swept the lows, and price will have to sweep the highs too, because what do we know about ranges? Price have to sweep both sides, right? Okay, let's see. If price sweeps these highs, we can enter a trade here, and we can aim for this zone. And after the mitigation of this zone, we can wait for a change of character and hop in a short straight up to this zone. But this is really a prediction, and you can't really do that. So I will just leave this out and actually switch back to the 50-minute and go through it once more. So yeah, actually I'm expecting the price to tap this zone, do a change of character right here, mitigate the 4-hour zone, do a change of character right here, and create a new low. Because as I said, we have to mitigate this daily demand zone, and we have to collect this inefficiency from right here and collect the liquidity too. So yeah, these are my expectations. But as you may know, don't predict, just react. So yeah, guys, please let me know if you like this video, and hit me up in DMs if you've got any question. And yeah, wish you a beautiful week to y'all, and collect a lot of fish together. And take care, guys. Goodbye.